at the end of the GU trade from the high to the low. You can see that we ended up completing this position on this candle here. There was another big red candle to push below the support. This didn't last long. Price came right back up, did its little retest of this area before coming mid-range. Now mid-range, there's nothing we can really do. Don't want to take a trade. 1:24 a.m. It is deep in the late nights, but we did see this opportunity to take this trade over on pound USD. And so I'm just showing you here, we are currently 9 pips up in profit, $27-ish, and we need to break this down real quick. So we had our first initial rejection, take the fib from swing high to swing low, and we had our key. The best time to enter our position would have been at that 127 level, as we just peaked above the resistance. But we got in at the candle close of the second candle, almost fully missed it here before price started to pick up. But we have a risk 1 for 4.1, which we are going to hold out on, and this trade was sent over into the Discord as well. So make sure you follow up with that if you want to stay tuned. We'll get back here in the morning and we'll see just how this updated. And traders, that is where we end up at the end of the GU trade from the high to the low. You can see that we ended up completing this position on this candle here. There was another big red candle to push below the support. This didn't last long. Price came right back up, did its little retest of this area before coming mid-range. Now mid-range, there's nothing we can really do. Don't want to take a trade top or bottom, anything like that, just because we're not going to get a good risk to reward. You can see this one, 4.1, pretty good setup. Took it out nicely as it came back to our previous support area. Now going over to Discord, you're able to see this is the trade that we took, and top to bottom it was a win trade, GU short, and it doesn't show how many pips we covered here, but doing some quick math, you can see that that is about 40 pips exactly right there. So we made 12.8% on this, so that is perfect. That is pretty well done. And you can see the reason we exited the trade was because of the take profit, and it was 2 hours and 35 minutes. Not bad. This is when we updated the stop loss. This is the original setup, stop loss on that side, entry, and take profit. So well. And you know what adds to this? Given the fact that price came down to our area of interest, the 127 and 161 level, before price actually reversed and went back to the upside. Right? So going from extreme here where we took that 127 trade, down here, 127 level of what was originally measured here on the fib, and price came down and touched it, went right back up, and so that would have given a good trade as well, but we were not active for that. That being said, if you want to take these same trades, get in this Discord.